Hi everyone, I'm Nick Rokicki, co-author of Pete the Popcorn and our brand new book, Clipper the Comet. We'll be reading that for the first time here in just a little bit. We wanted to come back to Westland because we had such a good time back in March at the Westland Library reading our first book, Pete the Popcorn, to all the kids there. In the meantime, we've been traveling to all the schools basically around the country, but a real focus here in the Westland, Garden City, Detroit metro area, reading Pete the Popcorn to them and talking to them about the message of encouragement. While we've been visiting schools, especially the past month or so, we've noticed the big focus on reading during the summertime, how important it is for kids to pick up a book and read every single day during the summer. So we wanted to sponsor a book swap here in Westland for local kids to come and get some free books to read all summer long, and also to hear our new book, Clipper the Comet. So here's Joe really quick to tell us about where we got the new books.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Kelley. I was raised in Westland my whole entire life, so it's a pleasure to be back here hosting a summer book swap for kids. We actually have 2,500 books that were donated. A local school was closing down in the Plymouth-Canton area, and so instead of throwing them in the garbage, they wanted to help out the community and give them to us. I actually kind of had to beg them to get the books, but we got them secured, and we wanted to do something fun for the community. So the superintendent and a bunch of different principals put out a message to all the kids in the neighboring schools so kids could actually come and get all kind of books, because you know it is encouraging when the kids read books all throughout the summer for their upcoming teachers, so that's really exciting. And then over on the side, Senator Glenn Anderson donated over 100 brand new books, brand new, still in the packages for the event. So it's really exciting to see someone from the Capitol, looking on our small town of Westland. So I'm really, really excited. So thank you so much for joining in.
Hi, my name's Tracy, and this is my daughter Kaylee, and we live in Westland. About an hour before this event, we saw on the Westland Facebook page that they were having this event, so we came out to check it out. We caught the tail end of the reading with the authors, which was really cool, and we got free dinner, so thanks for the hot dogs. And my daughter got to pick out a lot of really great books for her to read this summer, which was a great way to celebrate her last day of school. And yep, and it's just a really great event, and we were glad that we could come out and check it out. So thank you.
Thank you for the books.
Hello, I'm here today at the Bailey Center for the Kids Book Fair that I know Joe and Nick, the authors and illustrators of Pete the Popcorn, are here today, and they have put this whole thing together with some help from some folks in the city to make sure kids get books to read through the summer. I think it's a great program. We were able to donate some books also for the cause, and you see dozens and dozens of kids carrying big stacks of books, which I think is outstanding. Keep those kids reading through the summer, so when they start school back in the fall, they're right on at the level that they should be at to continue with their education. It's a great thing. Hope everybody enjoys it here today.
Hi, my name is Emma, and this book is called Ronald Morgan Goes to Bat, and it's a really fun book, and I wish they had more. Hi, my name is McKenna, and this book is called The Red Fox and His Canoe. This book is really fun to read, and it talks about the red fox and his canoe.
Hi, I'm Nick's mother, and this is a lot of his friends and family here to support him and Joe in the release of their new book. We really would like to thank all of the people in the Westland community for all of their support since all of this started. We've had a lot of people here taking books this evening, and a lot of people brought books in. There's a lot left, and I understand that what is left they're all being donated to the Westland Public Library, and we really appreciate being able to do something like this for the Westland community.
Another great feature of our event here tonight is that we talked our illustrator of Pete the Popcorn and the new book Clipper the Comet to drive all the way from Cleveland to be here. This is Kathleen Smith-Waters. When we go around to read to all the school kids, we have a video of Kathleen that she shot a couple months back, and she talks to them about the illustration process and how long it takes her to do just one page of Pete the Popcorn. We asked the kids how long they think it takes you to do one page of Pete the Popcorn, and we've had guesses from 20 minutes up to 200 hours. Kathleen, how long does it take you to do just one page of Pete the Popcorn?
Well, it depends on how difficult it is, but I would say typically between 10 and 15 hours per drawing.
And what kind of steps do you use to do the illustrations?
I'll start out with a sketch, and then I'll watercolor it, and then take it onto the computer and put my lines on, and put it in this little book format.
What made you decide growing up that you wanted to be an artist?
Oh, that's difficult. Definitely reading books when I was a kid, and I always loved that they have such a great message for kids today.
And of course, we always ask you this question. Did you eat a lot of popcorn while you were illustrating Pete the Popcorn?
Of course I did.
And what's your favorite kind of popcorn?
Dill pickle popcorn.
Thanks for coming, Kathleen, and thank you very much for helping us out with Pete the Popcorn and our new book, Clipper the Comet. We really appreciate your hard work and your hard at work on our next book that's going to come out in the fall, right?
Yes. Very excited.
We'd like to thank the authors of Pete the Popcorn as well as the illustrators for offering this wonderful opportunity today where we're allowed to swap books as well as get autographs from them. And it's been an enjoyable event. We've got hot dogs, we're having a good time, and we've got plenty of books to take with us that will last us through the summer, improve our reading, and we're just having a great time.
We're very happy that we all came out today to Joe and Nick's event. We all had a very good time. We brought lots of books, and then our kids in return got a lot of books that they're going to enjoy spending the summer reading.
I came here today to the Bailey Center to get some books for my children and my cousin, and I just thought it was fantastic that the books were donated and that the children were able to come in and get books that they can read all summer long. I donated some. So for my kids to be able to recycle them, it'll take the load off of me so that I don't have to constantly go get them books this summer, and I'll keep them busy. Also, the book that's coming out, Clipper the Comet, is a fantastic book. I can't wait for it to come out, and when we're done here, we're going to go outside and check out the comet that's sitting outside.
We love Clipper the Comet!
Once again, we'd like to thank the citizens of Westland for their amazing support tonight at this event. When we wanted to write a follow-up to Pete the Popcorn, we had to focus on something that was centered here in Michigan, and Clipper the Comet was the way to do that. We wanted to harken back to a previous pastime in American history, but one that people could remember, and I think in 1975 Mercury Comet was the way to convey that message. So we certainly thank everyone for your support. There's a lot of books left, and those will be sent to the Westland Library for their Friends of the Library book sales, and also other reading programs and local shelters in the area, so those books will be put to great use. Once again, we'd like to thank Senator Anderson for his generous donation of brand new books for the event tonight, and of course the City of Westland for hosting this event here at the Bailey Center. Thanks again to the citizens of Westland. Kathleen, Joe, we just have one more thing to say. Vroom, vroom.